Hi, I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is that you happen to be in the world. And Black Dragon Biker TV is part of the Black Dragon Biker News Network, biker news you can trust, and Ask Black Dragon, which is our segment today. And boy, we're just really happy to have you guys. Hey, we want you to check us out on bikerliberty.com. You can read a lot of our stories there, and we are now adding a video section that is going to be uncut and not administered by like the YouTubes and stuff. We will be uncensored, as it were, and you'll be able to get the Black Dragon live and uncensored, as well as the Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos, which is our podcast. So you can also get us on Facebook, Black Dragon Biker TV, YouTube, Black Dragon Biker TV, Instagram TV, Black Dragon Biker TV. Those places. All right, so this segment of Ask Black Dragon, I keep getting a lot of emails, and I could read them, or any one of them, but they all basically are around the same thing. Black Dragon, what do you think about support clubs? And basically, should I be in a support club? And I find it so there's a lot that we could talk about, and I might cover this in a few different videos. But the big question, the 100-pound question, the 100-pound gorilla in the room question really is, for a lot of you who are trying to start new motorcycle clubs, and you get this this ugly thing where someone says, some MC says, some dominant MC says, hey, you can start a motorcycle club, but you're going to have to wear a support patch. And what you guys wind up asking me is, what do I think about a support patch? And a lot of the other questions that I'm seeing in these text messages and emails are, how can I get away? How can I get around wearing a support patch and not quite wearing one? And there was a guy that used to have a YouTube channel. His name was Big Pete, and he used to have a YouTube channel called Bikers Better School or something like that. Some sort of a rival YouTube channel of mine. And one of the things that he said in one of his videos was that you should have two vests, one that you wear around town or around the dominant group, and then the other doesn't have any support patches on it at all. And I almost threw up when I heard that, and I was just hoping that so many of you guys wouldn't follow that BS kind of an idea. So I can't talk a lot about support clubs. I've never been in one, but I have contacted a friend of mine that is in a support club for one of the top 5 1%er MCs, and talked to him a long time about it. And my club has been approached many, many, many times to be a support club, so I will speak on my experiences based on that, and that's about as far as I can go. But that'd probably be like in another video. What I really want to talk about is when you're a support patch, and all these questions I have. Will a support patch mean I can't ride everywhere? Will a support patch mean that if my support club, if the club I'm supporting is in trouble, does that mean that we get in trouble? Does that mean that there'll be areas that we can't wear our patch? Will the police mess with us? And is there a way, do we always have to wear the patch and things like that? So to my knowledge, if you accept a support patch and become a supporter club, hell yes, you got to wear it all the time. You know, supporting, when you say I am a supporter of a club, when you say something like that, you are saying that I am a club brother, and I will always be part of this club. I am down with your MC. I support what you do. I support your functions. I am one with you. I am where you have trouble, I have trouble. Where you need, I'll be there. That's the idea of that. And when you tell somebody that that's what you're going to do, that it is your word. There is an expectation that you're going to keep your word. So don't put that on if you can't carry that. There are a lot of, I think, positives that can come from it. That give you in maybe some esteem on the set. You might get to wear a state rocker. I've seen that. No other clubs are going to mess with you. There's a whole list of things that are really good, especially. And my friend told me there's two kinds of support clubs. Like there's a support club that was born, that was launched, that was founded to be a support club, and then there will be a support club that is basically turned into a support club after it has been founded. So that's a lot of what a lot of you guys are running into when they say, well, we won't let you into this area unless you join, unless you become a support club. So my speech is not on whether or not you should become one. You're a grown man. You got to make that decision. But if you make the decision to put the support patch on, then you've made the decision to be a supporter club with the good and the bad that comes with it. Some things that I haven't liked that were explained to me when people came and asked our club to be a support club. I don't like the idea of another group having some sort of a say or an influence on the politics and the internal politics in the club. What we do in our club is club business, so we don't want to be having to answer to two sets of leaders, that sort of thing. But for other people, that's absolutely fine. So things that we can think about of a support club is a support club. One question: will they be taking members out of my club and putting it in their clubs? Support clubs are often junior farms for bigger clubs. So a lot of times they don't have to come ask. When your guys are hanging around their guys and you're getting to know them and you're a support club, when they see stand-up guys, and they'll say, "Hey, man, you need to step up if you want. You can move up into bigger ranks," and that's part of support clubism, if you will. But so that's cool because maybe you don't have to fight as hard as you would have had to fight if they didn't know you at all. But now that you're part of the support club, you get to they know you, and it's much easier for you to come in, or maybe could be easier for you to come in. But there are negatives. Some of the negatives are, how do police see support clubs? They see support clubs as part of the quote unquote gang. And you guys that are in support clubs are seeing that in Texas, most especially, where they're pulling over guys that are clearly not one percenters, but because they're part of a support club, they consider them to be part of this bigger organization of organized crime. So you see the charges coming, riding with a gun with your colors and all that. That's some of the negatives. Some of the other negatives are you might not get to ride every place you want. If your club is at war, you're at war. Sometimes the support club is the easier club to take out. So your dominant will keep you apprised as to what the situation is on the ground. Many things go on that are both good and bad. And I think that if you're considering this, or this has been made an offer to you, like one time they told us, well, we don't have many rules, but you will be expected to ride with us on various dates that we have rides that are mandatory, and you guys will ride at the back of our pack. These are things I've heard, and that wasn't good for our club because we're not riding behind anybody. And the mandatory rides we want to go on will be the mandatory rides we decide to go on. But there's give and take in that. If you're a support club and you ever get into some kind of trouble, man, the cavalry is coming. And the cavalry is going to be a big cavalry. You're not going to ever be out there on your own. So there's pluses and minuses, good things and bad things. What I want to tell you is don't do it half-ass. If you're going to do it, be the best support club you can be. If you're going to do it, don't be sending me text messages like, "Hey man, how can do I have to wear my support patch everywhere I go? And what if we want to go over to this place? Can we take it off, or can we have two sets of colors?" And I'd say absolutely not. You're a dirtbag if you act that way. It's not loyal. It's not honest. It's not honorable. And it shows me that you only took that patch so that someone would let you in on their set, instead of having the gonads to say, I want to be on the set, and I like you guys, but I ain't supporting you, and I'm not putting on the support patch because I don't feel like it's something I can do. And that's going to be way more respected than you putting on something and then being half-ass about it. To me, that seems to me like it would bring more ire, and it would bring worse consequences to you in the end. So I would say absolutely not have two sets of colors, one that you wear in town when you're around the people that you're a supporter club, and when you get out on the road, all of a sudden, but that is really ugly. And I would remove my blessing from you if that's the way you were going to behave. This is the biker club world, and you got to step up sometimes, people. Sometimes you do things you don't like. Sometimes it's the world in general. And although biker clubbing is fun and all those kinds of things, there's a serious element to it. And the serious element is that big 100-pound gorilla in the room, 1,000-pound gorilla in the room, and that is the fact that 1% dominant MCs do exist, and 99% of motorcycle clubs, traditional motorcycle clubs, social clubs, mom and pop clubs, co-ed clubs, female clubs, riding clubs have to deal with them. They're there, and you got to deal with them, and it's just that simple. So try to deal with them from a point of truth and enlightenment, and 100% being who you are at all times, and who you can be and who you aspire to be based on your principles, and find that you don't trade those in for anything. And that's where respect comes from. Respect isn't easy. It's earned. It's not given. It's something you earn by being a certain way and conducting yourself a certain way in the best way that you can. So there's a lot more to talk about on that subject, which I'm probably not qualified. Maybe we'll get somebody in here who we can interview. But the big questions you guys have for me, I think I've answered them, and that is where can where can I wear my patch and things like that. Your dominant will tell you. They'll let you know where the areas are, if there's areas off limits, if there's a war going on. It's just like you suspect. If there's something going on, hell no, you're not going to be out there, wearing something that might, get you hurt or get you into conflict. These are just common sense things, but for some people, maybe not so much. Anyway, let me know what your comments are in the comment section below. Some of you guys that are in support clubs, write in about, put on the comments, what are the good things about being in a support club? And maybe what are the bad things about being in a support club, and your feelings on people that are asking these kinds of questions. And mostly it's new clubs that are facing this issue, and they don't know how to decide or how to go. So maybe some of you guys out in the comment section can help these guys. My biggest thing is, start out like you can hold out and do what is comfortable in your heart and your soul and your mind to do, because the good things are great, but the bad things suck like everything else in the world. All right. I guess that's what I have to say on that. That's my 2 cents, as it were. And please be remembering, oh boy, I can't speak. So please consider watching us on bikerliberty.com, our online magazine. The Dragon's Lair, Motorcycle Chaos, is our podcast. And you can also get us on Black Dragon Biker TV on Facebook, Black Dragon Biker TV on YouTube, Black Dragon Biker TV on Instagram TV, and JBunchII on Twitter. We've got gear, blackdragonsgear.com, where we'd like for you to go and support our t-shirts and things, because that helps us keep the channel up and running. You can also hit us up on PayPal. You can hit us up on Cash App, and you can also hit us up on our donation platform. I forget the name of it, but it's in the picture above. So thank you so much, and for tuning in. That's about it. I'm Black Dragon, your host, and I'd like to say thanks for tuning in, and get skinny.
They ask why I'm single, ain't ready to mingle, ain't ready to mingle. They ask why I'm single, ain't ready to mingle, ain't ready to mingle. They ask why I'm single, ain't ready to mingle, ain't ready to mingle. They ask why I'm single, they ask why, they ask why, they ask why I'm single, ain't ready to mingle, ain't ready to mingle. They ask why I'm single, ain't ready to mingle, ain't ready to mingle. They ask why I'm single, ain't ready to mingle, ain't ready to mingle. They ask why I'm single, ain't ready to mingle, ain't ready to mingle. They ask why I'm single.